everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. Today's video is a little bit longer than normal because I'm putting a little video in. I had a request to show some of my paper art. I'm only showing you a little bit of it today. There is a lot more to go, so there may be a part 1, part 2, part 3, and then maybe the final, I don't know. But I'm going to put a video in. But before I do that, let me tell you about my phone call today. It was I had a telemarketer. I had a telemarketer call, and I said I've decided instead of saying hello, like I say hello, I decided I'd say hi, because when kids answer the phone, they go hi, and they wait, or they may not say anything. I don't know. My one granddaughter didn't know that you had to talk. She thought that you'd hear her head shaking, but you don't hear the head shake. So I said hi, and the guy on the other end, it was not a automated one. It was a real person. I said hi, and he goes hi, and then he said something about that he was calling about my internet and my TV, my cable TV, and wanted to know if I was having any trouble. I said no, it's all good. And I talked a little funny when I was talking to him.
You had a higher pitched voice.
I had a high-pitched voice.
Told me about it.
Yeah, I did. I will. I'll get into it. It's taken me a bit to get into it. And he said something about that, was I happy with the cost of the internet and the television? I said, I don't have television. I have only the internet. I have an antenna on the roof. I don't sound the same as I did. Oh, dear. I can't find that voice. Oh, dear. Anyways.
It was a good one, though.
It was. And then, because it's been a while, I told you right after I talked to him, so I still had the voice in my head.
Yep.
And he said, oh, well, how about your internet? Are you happy with the bill? And I go, I don't know what kind of bill it is, because I don't get the bill. I'm a kid. And the guy said, well, how old are you? And I said, I'm only 13, and I'm home from school sick because my voice is not very good today. And he said, oh, he says, so do you watch porn? I said, what? Do I watch porn? No, I'm only 13. He wanted to know, too, if I had a boyfriend. He goes, do you have a boyfriend? I go, no, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not allowed to date until after I graduate. That's when he asked me if I liked porn, or if I watched porn. And then he said, well, what kind of music? I elaborate a little bit when I'm talking to these people. I said, and I like to sing, and I like to play the flute. He goes, you do? What kind of music do you like? And I said, I like Britney Spears, even though she's gotten into a lot of trouble. And I also like Celine Dion, but I think her husband left her. And he goes, yeah, and he was agreeing with me that those were good. And then he says, okay, well, nice talking to you, and he hung up. But I pretended I was a kid, but what really got me is when he started on the, do you have a boyfriend, and then asked me the other question. I was like, what the heck is this guy doing? He's supposed to be talking about internet, not, and cable, not that other stuff. So I just pretended I was a child, a 13-year-old. I'm 13. Gotta love that.
Yep.
So anyways, that was the
excitement for today.
Yeah, my excitement. Let's go to that little video. I got a request to show some of my paperwork from KimlvsArty. KimlvsArty is how she has it. And what I'll do is I'll show you some of the books. This one I untied because I had done it before, and now I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it with help this time. And this is just random paper. This was wallpaper that I used in these books. But what you do is you make a pocket, and the pocket's made from paper bags. And I put little cards that will slide out, so you could write a note on the card or put a picture on the card, and then you can give it away and someone could enjoy your artwork. And these are just dividers. You can glue something on there. Like if I wanted to glue this card on there, I could glue that card on there.
You could also use it as a pocket, too.
I could, if I opened it up. I didn't open it up. It's solid. I can tie this up. Okay, there's one. Then this one is like a Rolodex.
Rolodex.
Rolodex. Okay, Rolodex. And it's got little cards that you would just pull out the little card and you could write something on it, and it's like a note. Like say you had chores you wanted to do, and you could put whatever color paper you like in them. And I just used odd paper that said smile. I think this came in the mail.
You could have it for your kids with a different color for every day.
Sure
and for
could.
every chore.
Then this one is a little one that I put a medallion flower on it. But it's an odd book. It's one that you would open up and open up and open up. You could put notes here, a picture here, or whatever you want there. You can do it on the other side. You can put whatever you want. And the same thing over here. And it opens up again. And then the middle part, it flips over. It opens up. And then it opens up again. And you've got lots of space to either put pictures or notes, whatever you'd like. And you close her up, tie it up, and you've got a cute little book. And this is all just junk paper, a lot of colored paper that I had. This one is for, it's got actually cardboard in the cover. They all have cardboard in the cover. And this one has the long piece of paper that you could put a picture on there or a note on there or a recipe on there, whatever you want. And you could also write on here. And I just use different color paper and different stripping just to kind of make it pretty. And then this one is one of those photo album books. You just open it up. You can put a picture on here, but the bad thing with this is you have to cut the picture in half and then put the halves together. You can do it on the back, or you can put little pictures in there if you wanted. And you can do it also on the back side, so when you close it up, it just closes right up. And then you tie it up with either a piece of yarn or a ribbon, however you want. This one is another Rolodex, kind of.
Rolodex.
Rolodex, kind of. Rolodex. And it's got the paper that you could pull out and put notes on or pictures on, however you wish. This is another one of those, and this one I actually wrote what size things are in it, so I don't have to guess every time. And then it's just cardboard under the pretty wallpaper. This one was in the process. I never finished it because I must have lost interest, but it's paper bag. It's paper bag art. You would put pretty paper on the paper bag. Let me find one that looks like this one. I don't have one that looks like it here, I don't think. This one is just envelopes that I just used. Envelopes that were, you can see the postal stamp on that one. It's just envelopes that you covered, and you could put stuff in the envelopes.
Recycle.
Yep, and this one's a Rolodex card.
Yep.
And that's a hard cardboard. Then there's this one that I liked, that I used just these kind of cards. What are they called?
Index
cards. And then I used a punch to make a pretty topper on it. And I did the same down here, just to decorate. And it's just plain colored paper. And that's all you do with that. Those are some of the things that I like to do, but I wanted to tell Life with Patty. She had just bought some of these. I will show you some more of those. When you get bored, you play with paper. And Life with Patty, these are some of the things like what you bought. And this is how you start them. They're just a piece of colored paper that I fan folded. And then when I get it all fan folded, I will form it into a circle. They're just little medallions. And what you do is you glue that little piece of paper onto a piece of cardstock. Here was whoops, that's dusty yellow. Here's one that I wanted to make that was big, and you see it's got a piece of paper on the back. Just because I was wanting to do it. But there's oodles of them in there. And you use hot glue in the middle. You just keep making whatever you feel like making. And this one was put on top of the other one. That's how that's done. And then I could put another one if I wanted to, a little one. I could put a little one in the middle, and you could have it tiered. And those are the circles. Made tons of circles. This is out of junk mail and cardboard. It's out of cardboard boxes. See? I was also asked what kind of craft do I like, if I like crocheting better than knitting. And I wrote back in her comment that I prefer to crochet because knitting, I like to knit, but if you make a mistake and you have to rip out, it's so hard to pick it back up. Whereas with crochet, if you make a mistake, you can rip it out and it's easy to pick it up again and keep going. Well, I hope you had a great day. I had a good one, so we'll talk to you.
Say anything about Vamm?
Oh,
The mini Vamm?
well, I could. I will. They had a mini Vamm, since I'm so long already. They had a mini Vamm meetup because the Vamm 21 that I went to was pure rain, and they decided to try it again. But I didn't go to this one. But I will put the links of all the people that went to that, because they did a ride they rode the back of the dragon. But what they did is Mr. G organized this, and then he assigned different ones to like pass the baton. Only they were passing the video back to the next person, and it tells who's in it. But I'll put all the links of that in there. So I hope you had a great night, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.